Alright, fishy folks, and welcome back to Michael's Fish Room. Today, a long-term update of the Aquarium Co Op Sponge filter. Grab yourself a healthy snack and beverage. Stand by. Alright, fishy folks, welcome back. Before we get started, you know I gotta pay the bills. Check out the newest sponsor of Michael's Fish Room, the Colas Water. Links down below for their website, where I make a little bit of shekels if you buy something. If you want to support the channel and don't want to buy fish or buy merch from me or Corey, buy a nice cup for yourself or a gift, or buy one and send it to me. Anyway, the Colas Water, check out their website down below. There's a link. There's also a link to a weekly contest and a discount code, which is Fish Room. Check that out down below. Alright, fishy folks, so today we're going to be talking about the long-term update that I have for Aquarium Co Op Sponge filters. About 9 months ago, I got about 60 sponge filters for the fish room from Aquarium Co Op. As you know, they were no charge to me. I am a brand ambassador for Aquarium Co Op, which simply means I help promote the brand. I do get many things at no charge and a discount on other things, but as always, all my reviews are 100% honest. If I don't like something, I'm going to let you know, and if I like something, I'm probably going to talk about it quite a bit. And so, long story short, about 6 or 7 years ago, I started talking to Corey when he had like 5,000 subscribers. So he knows me a long time, and he knows I'm going to be pretty honest and brutally honest, actually, with things, and still felt confident enough to send me some free stuff. So here we go about the long-term review. I love them. I love them. Now, I've done videos on sponge filters and what they are and how they work. I'll put a link up here for you. But real quick, if you're watching this and you don't know anything about sponge filters, here's how it comes. They come in 4 sizes: nano, small, medium, and large. I think this is the medium one. It says up to 20 gallons and up. I probably want to go more than 30 or 40 gallons. Lightly stocked 40 gallon. I do have one in Taco's tank. It's almost a 50 gallon, like a 48 gallon tank. But you know, it's just him, he wants to play. Plus I have the auto water change system. So it's okay for that. But I really wouldn't recommend this size for anything over 30 or 40 gallons. Especially if it's not heavily planted and lightly stocked. But you put the lift tube on top. Aquarium Co Op does recommend using an air stone inside. There's a nipple for an air stone. You just take some Airline tubing and the air stone. I love the Never Clog air stones from Zis. You can get them in Aquarium Co Op as well. What I like about them is they're adjustable, so you can make the bubbles bigger or smaller depending on your need. They also have these little filters. I've never ever changed one. In fact, when I open the package, I just throw them away. I don't know what they're really there for, but I guess if they get clogged, you can change them. But then that simply goes on the nipple, and then your Airline, and then blah, 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 and they work. And so, if you really want to know more, watch that video about sponge filters. I'm not gonna talk about it. Let's talk about this actual sponge filter from Aquarium Co Op. I love it. And here's what I love most, right? I am lazy. 60 tanks, full-time job, family, all that stuff. I don't nearly spend enough time in the fish room as I can. And when I do, I'm usually packing orders, 20, 30 orders a week nowadays. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. My website, michaelsfishroom.com, if you're looking to buy guppies or plecos. Just saying. I also sell flower horn food from Excalibur on the website. So, you know, if you have a flower horn. I'm lazy, so I do not do maintenance as regularly as I should. So what that means is a typical sponge filter, a Hydro or a Aquarium Solutions or one of the cheap China ones, they clog rather quickly, a few weeks at best. I can go like 3 or 4 or 6 months, and these, while they're fully encased in detritus, they still work perfectly. I don't know how he does it, but that's what happens. The porosity, meaning the holes of the sponge, they're big. And so they allow a lot of detritus and a lot of airflow while still giving you plenty of room for beneficial bacteria. That's what I like the most about it. Now, The biggest negative for me, and this might not be the sponge's fault, it's very possible it's my fault, is because I let them go so long, month, 2 months, 3 months, when you go to clean it, you really gotta put a little pressure on it, a little bit. And if you put a little bit of pressure, you could kill the beneficial bacteria, especially on the surface, and then you put it back in your tank. If it's your only means of biological filtration, it could affect your cycle. So if you're not sure about the nitrogen cycle, if you're watching me for the first time, I do have videos on the nitrogen cycle. I do a fission cycle. Personally, that's what I like best, but you can take a look up here. And so you gotta put a little pressure on it, and that could harm the beneficial bacteria, and that could ruin your cycle. So you gotta be careful when you do that. Stand by. Gotta stay hydrated. Gotta stay hydrated. And so a couple of the other benefits of this filter, price-wise, I think this medium is like 10 bucks. Really not a big deal. Great biological filtration. Decent mechanical filtration. Obviously no chemical filtration. The plastic is green, and he did that because it shows less algae. So if you have a sponge filter in a show tank somewhere and you have a little bit of algae, it won't show up on this, whereas if you had a clear tube, it would show up on that. So that's a pretty good feature. And I mean, keep in mind, Corey himself helped design this. He's an aquarist first, businessman second, so he's making this for his own benefit as well. So love all the little features about it. Don't like the fact you got to scrub a little harder than you would on the other one. The other sponge filters, typically I would take them out and just squeeze them until the water comes pretty clean. This one, even when I do that, there's still detritus stuck to the edges. And again, that could be my fault, but it could also be because of the material. So just want to be honest. That's the Aquarium Co Op Sponge filter. Highly recommend. 2 thumbs up, 10 stars. I don't know what you want me to say. And I would be saying this, of course, if I didn't get 60 of them for free. Why? Because you're not going to trust me if I'm not honest. So I always try to be honest with my reviews. All right, fishy folks, that does it. Go ahead and check out aquariumcoop.com for one of these fancy sponge filters. The Coldest Water, my newest sponsor, link down below. And, of course, my website, michaelsfisher.com. And I got a TikTok and Facebook and all that stuff. And if you have any problems or questions, my website, michaelsfisher.com, is the best way to email me. Just send me a message through the website. Thanks, guys, and have a spectacular day. Welcome back to the channel, fishy folks. Before we get started with the update, Alright, fishy folks, before we get started with the video, you know I gotta pay the bills. Check out The Coldest Water. They make really nice, I don't know what they make.